I want to thank everybody for coming. The completing class in April 2019 is special to myself and Arlene. You're the first class to complete one of these programs, and it means a lot to us. Your success is our success. In 2010, Arlene was involved at the start of what now is Suntech Adult Education in Hernando County School System. Economic development has been dear to her and dear to me. While I served on the school board, my priority was expanding vocational training. And unfortunately, we didn't expand the building trades. It just wasn't in the cards. It couldn't be done. Right now, in Hernando County, there's a perfect storm brewing. There's approximately 10,000 homes ready to be built today. You see the lots that's being cleared by Oak Hill Hospital? I believe there's about 5,000 dwelling units going up there. Behind Explorer K8 is the Springs project. That's going to be another 3,000 homes. Out on 50 and 75, or Cortez and 75, there's another project about to start with 2,000 homes. They all need laborers in the trades. The tradesmen can't find sufficient help to get the job done. Are we going to give those jobs away to other people in other counties, or are we going to train the people in Hernando County and help the economic development here where it belongs? And that's the purpose, and that's what my wife's and I's vision was. And I'm completely off script from my papers, so I'm just going to put them down. So what happened when I left the school board is we decided we wanted to try to start a program for the trades. And I was at a meeting for the redevelopment of Spring Hill with Tim Makeley, who's in the back, and he suggested to come to this church because they had space that we could use at no cost. You know, as you all know, this is not a faith-based program, but we had free space. And out of that, we contacted Vinny Camazzulli, the master electrician who taught the course. He graciously volunteered his time for 10 weeks to teach what you guys all learned. He took the time out of his schedule. Black & Decker supplied us $5,000 roughly worth of tools at a grant. Walmart gave us 2 grants through the Educators Club in Timber Pines, and so did Harbor Freight. Jay Bruno from Patriot Lending, and Fran, whatever her last name is, because I can never pronounce it, from Veterans Title Company, supplied more tools for us to use. This is truly a community effort to improve economic development in this county. My wife, we're not in for this profit. We're in this for you guys. We want to see you succeed. That's why we started it. That's why you're important. And you know we have another program coming out in the middle of May. It's going to be for plumbers. It's Plumbers Knowledge for Helpers is what we're calling it. And that's going to be another 10-week course. And like this one, it's going to give basic skills so people can get hired. Here tonight also, you have 4 employers who are looking to hire people, and they're going to talk a little later on. I promise not to carry on too long. I know our county commissioners both have other obligations. So, John, if you'd like to come up and say a few words, please. John Alecko, our county commissioner.
Don't clap for me. You're the ones who deserve the attention tonight. I just want to thank Mark and Arlene for what they're doing. I want to thank those of you who have come out to support people who have been through this program, but I really want to talk to you who have gone through the program. This country was built on the trades. And for at least my lifetime, I've seen our society slowly push people away from the trades and encourage them to go into other fields. I happen to be in the medical field myself, but what they did was they lost focus on what the future of our society is as a whole. And in a country that, in a society that's moving towards automation, you're right where you should be, because there's nobody out there, there's no machine out there that can do what you went through classes to do. There's no machine out there that can go build a house for you. There's no machine out there that can go hang a fan or help somebody wire a house or an air conditioning unit. And so I'm really excited for what this program does, and future programs with the plumbing as well, because the trades will always be necessary. Okay, you can always make money with your hands if you know what to do with them. Don't ever let anybody talk down about trades. I'm telling you, my father was a tradesman. I grew up doing construction work with him until I went into the medical profession, and every day I find a way to use those skills that my father taught me. And so I'm really excited for the future of Hernando County, that we can have people can get skills where they can actually do something, where they can provide for their families or have a family in the future. And I'm really excited to know that there's going to be more programs here in Hernando County, so that more people who maybe don't want to go and spend $100,000 to go to college to come out and make as much as you guys are going to make when you get done with your programs and you get back into the trades can do. And so I just want to thank you for what you're doing for Hernando County, and I want to thank you for what you're doing for your families. And I want to thank you for just continuing to do what the American spirit teaches you to do, and that's to build things. And thank you very much.
Thank you, John.
John said it all. I think the Department of Labor has statistics where the average age of an electrician is 56. The average age of a plumber is 53. A bodyman is what? You're 52 now? Average age of a bodyman is 52 or 3. It's incredible. They're aging out. Mr. Minton, Commissioner Minton, John Minton. He's the commissioner in this area right now. Thank you.
I think I'm going to echo a lot of the words that Commissioner Alaco has already said. This is really exciting to see come to fruition. As he mentioned, some of these things are becoming a bygone craft, but they can't. We have to have all of these skills and all these different trades. I was thinking the other day as I'm driving down the difference between what people call white collar and blue collar. And let me tell you what the smart people are in this room learning these trades, because we're quickly getting to a place where that blue collar is going to have a gold lining around it. If you've called that plumber, you've called that electrician, you've called that person to come get things fixed, they can't find enough people. They're having to pay top dollar, which means they're charging you top dollar. And it is awesome to be able to see young people and anyone that wants these skills to come and learn these trades, because this is the future of our infrastructure, both from an installation but also a repair, the upkeep. Our society is based on, frankly, a lot of amenities and a lot of perks. What you're learning here and what this school is teaching is about keeping that amenity, that lifestyle going, and people will pay top dollar for it. So the smart ones are the ones that, as you have done, are learning and transferring these skills to the next generation. It is not simply part of making Hernando County better, which of course we're delightfully interested in, but it's about investing in our future as a country. And you are the building blocks. You're the go-to people. Now, a lot of people don't understand that yet, but you're on the front edge of this. So congratulations for investing these 10 weeks. Congratulations to those that are putting it on, all those involved in the investments, whether it's the giving of the space, the instructors, the organizers and brains behind it. It's something that will sustain us as we go forward. And so congratulations to all the hard work. Congratulations to the graduation and all that's coming in the future. This is our future. Thank you.
You know, 4 years ago at a county commission meeting, I said, gee, I like this man. I want to do what he does. So I learned how to tie a bow tie. That's a true story. That's why I wear one, because of that man. Another important person I mentioned earlier, Pastor Anthony, come on up. Say, without the gracious location offered to us by the Greater Hope Church, we wouldn't even be here today. And I want to say thank you, Anthony. And it's a great partnership, but here.
Well, we want to welcome everybody here to Greater Hope Church, and wow, it's awesome to be part of this puzzle that was put together by so many people, Mark and the instructors and everybody. And you know, when we built this church, well, we didn't build it physically, but when we put the church together and said, hey, we want to put a leadership team together, we want to give people God, but be part of the community, about 16 months ago, this is exactly what we visioned for a church, to be part of the community and build a community up. So it's awesome to see you all here, and Mark and all the leadership that have been part of this. And thank you for allowing us to be part of this by, offering the space. So thank you.
Thank you. So another person instrumental, Arlene, you want to say a few words? Is my wife. She told me not to steal her thunder and use her words, so I kept mine short, which is another reason I didn't complete my prepared notes.
What I wanted to say, not only to the employers, but to those graduating today, the skills that were taught here and that were learned here are totally transferable. They learn to take direction and to follow through. They learn the importance of being on time and attending. There's no employer that will put up with constant not showing up or constant being late. They also learn some things that are so totally transferable. How to read blueprints, more importantly, how to read code books. What's important in a code? Safety, we taught safety. And I have to say that Vinny had a wealth of patience for everyone. So and everyone in the class participated and did a wonderful job, and it was great to see. I'm actually sad it's over. It was just fun to be here, to watch everybody learning, and to see them working on their skills so that they can improve themselves. It's been an honor for me to be part of this, and thank you.
Now, we also have today with us 4 different employers, I believe, and I'd like to give them a chance to tell you and show you what opportunities are available. And after we finish giving out the letters of completion and certificates, you'll have a chance to talk to them, make arrangements to interview with them at a little later date, and see what you want to do. Because there's opportunities in abundance in Hernando County. Amanda, would you like to come up? Amanda's with NCIS, so if you want to learn how to use, no, that's the wrong electricity.
There you go. Hi, thank you. Thank you for having me, and thank you for the invite. I've been very, very excited about this program. In fact, I want to sign up for myself. But to echo what everyone else has said, it's very important, the trades. I will tell you from firsthand experience, it's very difficult. I own and run an elevator company here in Hernando County. If you're ever interested in the elevator trade, it takes 5 years to get the state certification, a test, and a letter of recommendation. That's 5 years working underneath someone. Now, most of that is on-the-job training, but we do need background knowledge in electrical, in carpentry, in safety, and codes is very, very, very important. So I'm very excited for you guys to have the knowledge and be able to apply it in a real-life scenario. I also want to say that on a personal note, I will tell you from personal experience, I went to nursing school. I graduated, and I was a nurse for about 10 years. I then started, a few years after that, working for myself, working in the trades. I flip houses. I'm in there working, getting my hands dirty. I will tell you from a personal experience that going from working from somebody else to working for yourself and in the trade, my wealth and net worth has grown exponentially. So I very much encourage you to, maybe think of a different path and learn these hands-on skills, because it will come back in the future to help you. So thank you.
So if you think something might interest you in that field, talk to Amanda before you leave tonight. Joe Swiley is with Craig Kruger, air conditioning. They are always looking for people, from what Joe was telling me, and they start at a decent wage, too.
Well, we first of all, congratulations, everybody, for doing what you're doing. But I'm not going to talk about the trades or anything a whole lot. What I want to tell you is be responsible. When you go to get a job, be responsible. We do hire people that know nothing about air conditioning. I have people that work for me that make a lot more than a whole lot of college graduates. I guarantee you that. That comes from a lot of hard work. Nobody starts at the top, so don't think you're going to walk in and you're going to be the king right away. What I want you to do, what I understand, I'm a boss and I'm kind of tough on my guys. Being on time for work is being 15 minutes early. Taking responsibility for what you do, whether it's good or bad. If you make a mistake and your boss calls, there's no but. Yes, it's my fault, it's my problem, it won't happen again. Please have that attitude when you go get these jobs. I was not in the air conditioning trade till I was 50 years old. I have people at my work that have been there longer, they've been doing air conditioning longer, but I'm the manager because I get things done, I take responsibility for everything I do. So I'm gonna ask you all to do that. I'll invite you to come and fill out applications at Craig Kruger. There's no promises of a job, but we do hire people that know nothing. And if you pay attention, as if you're doing wires, when you do a wire, it's not, I hooked up the wire. What does that wire do down the other end? Why am I hooking up this wire? It's that knowledge and that understanding that gets in your head that makes you good at what you do. Always be confident in what you do, but be humble. Always be humble. And you guys can go a long way in the trades. As every trade in this county needs somebody. You just have to put out the effort, and if you put out the effort, it's going to take you a long way. Again, congratulations to everybody.
Thank you, Joe.
How many people heard that before in the last 10 weeks? I did. I heard that every week from Vinny, didn't you guys? Next we have Jim from Strata Electric, one of the larger electrical contractors in the state of Florida. He was telling me earlier, they're going to wire 15,000 homes in Fort Myers?
In the state of Florida.
In the state of Florida next year. That's amazing. There's opportunities.
There's opportunities all over. I like to see apprenticeship programs come together. We have an apprenticeship program at Strata, an ongoing electrical apprenticeship for wiring houses, doing trim and so on. After you're out of your 2-year apprenticeship, you should be making about $40,000 or $50,000 wiring houses. The better roughers that wire houses are up 80, 90,000. Some is up as high as 130,000. There is a great need for people who have a skill set that know how to wire houses. And if you'd like a job, if you can work well and play well with others, which is vital, if you're interested in what you're doing, come and see me. I'd like to give you my business card. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe.
John, did you want to say a few words?
I'm John McClure. I'm the general manager at Monitor Products. We're in the Brooksville Industrial Park by the airport. We're an OEM supplier to Volvo, Cummins, Ilmor Marine, Textron, products for the marine industry. And congratulations to everybody on completing this class. That's why I'm here today, because if you had the tenacity to come and do this for 10 weeks and see this out, that's the kind of people that we are looking for, that will stick to something. I hire people every day that show up to work for the first week, and the second week they start coming in late, and that's not going to get you anywhere. We will train people at Monitor. We have shipping, receiving, welding, brazing, machining, blueprint reading, gauge reading, and we definitely do train people with no experience. But we are completely slammed right now. I'm working 6 days a week, starting a second shift. But it's really busy. We are really looking for some good, solid employees. So once again, congratulations. If anybody wants to see me, I have some cards, and we are taking applications now. Thank you.
Come on, Vinny. Now the man of the hour. You got those? You got those? No. Okay, anyway, why don't you say a few things and I'll try to find those.
My name is Vinny Camanzulli, and I taught the class for 10 weeks. And I got to tell you, when I first, Mark has been beating me to death for over a year to commit 10 weeks, and 10 weeks is a long time. But, you know, guys, you guys came here for 10 weeks, and I'm proud of you. Everyone here has heard you. You've heard everyone here say how important it is to come in and, just be here on time, be conscientious, act like you want to be there. And I got to tell you, I was there at the beginning. I started in this trade at 17 years old, and there's actually a time that I was actually ashamed being a laborer, because I grew up around. My best friend in the whole world's a nuclear physicist. So you can just imagine the level of education that's there. So being around these guys and coming home dirty every day. But eventually, 30 years later, I landed up opening my own company. So it does come back around. It all depends on what you want. My dad used to say you need to know what you want and what you're willing to do to get it. And you just got to work. You got to be willing. You got to come to that attitude, come to work with that attitude that you don't want to be anybody's friend. You're there to work and impress the people that are paying you, and that's the end of it. But I'm really looking forward to the plumbing class next.
You want to take it?
I might come by and show them how to get it done right.
Why don't you,
Want to pass these out?
yeah, why don't you read what the letter says, and then we'll call everybody up. and-
Because I wrote it.
He wrote it. Yeah.
I don't have my glasses.
So here's the first one, and this one is to,
I don't have my glasses. That's not fair. We have to read it.
all right, yep, he's blind.
Well, the first one, the letters are all the same, the names are different, and the naked sit down in mine. TVolt, in providing basic training in the building industry trades, recognizes that, in this case, Michael Whiting, has completed training in skills related to electrical contracting, including blueprint understanding, basic NEC code identification, tying joints, wiring boxes, bending conduit, and on-the-job safety. These skills are entry-level and show initiative by the individual in learning skills, making this individual an ideal candidate for an entry-level position. Michael Whiting has successfully completed classes, and it shows basic understanding of professional standards to complete the task as listed above. These skills are transferable onto other areas. And you heard that last part over and over again. What you learn here can be applied in different areas. The most important things that Vinny taught was to show up, give it your all, and be the leader and not the follower.
So I'll leave this to you.
This is the first class, the very first time, and it started out as a pipe dream. And I compare it to the anti-bullying program that's going on in school. I mean, it's nationwide now. And somebody said, somewhere said, we need to do something about this. We need to get everybody involved. And at the beginning, you think about how everybody was like, no one's going to pay attention to that. They're going to get the kids beat up worse. And look at it now. So I'm hoping that we can get a little bit more support and we can grow this thing. And maybe I would truly like to see the OJT program come back into play, especially in Hernando County. So, am I giving these out?
Yeah.
Okay. Jason Wandek.
Come on up, Chase. Thank you.
Congratulations.
And what you have is both the certificate of completion and the letter that he wrote. Smile for nice lady.
Dylan Mulvaney.
Over here, stand here and smile. Practice for us.
Scott Link.
Congratulations, Dylan. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Okay. Stand here. All right. You can do that.
Jeremy Holmes.
Well done.
Two weeks.
Hold up.
Michael Godfrey.
Hold up.
Morris Gatson. Congratulations, man. 10 weeks. You made it.
You think I did? She didn't beat you once. Congratulations.
You can say 10 weeks went by quick, but it didn't. Kathleen Gatson.
You know you're better, man.
No fair having a brain. Stephen Dobson.
Hold that up.
Katie Dobson. Come on down.
Congratulations. Come on, you get
Yes, that's prices right there.
Okay. And that's Michael.
And Michael wasn't here, but here's a certificate of completion and a letter showing what's going on.
Dominic Whitty.
Dominic Wadey.
You didn't take me for granted, did you? Turn around, smile.
Robert Preston.
Oh, Robert, well done.
You know,
Wow.
it was pretty neat making my own curriculum. And just remember, especially when we went over the print classes and understanding the percentages and how important it is that you bring in your end. That is very important. Because if you understand that and understand that what you got to bring in, you'll understand what you're supposed to get. And of course, showing up on time every day. That's the important thing. So,
Very good. Thank you, Vinny.
Thank you, Vinny.
Vinny.